glowy. السيدات والسادة الحضور يسرني أن أرحب بكم في مراسم حفل سحب قرعة لبطولة توتال إنرجيز كأس الأمم الإفريقية لفئة تحت 17 سنة التي ستقام هنا في الجزائر في أواخر شهر أبريل 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Total Energies Under 17 Africa Cup of Nations draw ceremony. I'm your host, Lamia Ashouch, and I will be honored to accompany you today to find out which teams are going to be facing off here in Algeria starting April 2023. Now, before getting to the crux of things, let us kick things off with a musical number by none other than popular Algerian artist Jam, the most African of Algerian performers, whose art presents a unique fusion between local Algerian and African rhythms. He sings in Algerian dialect, in English, and also in Jula, an African dialect which we will be hearing shortly during his performance. Please help me give him a warm welcome to the stage. Jam.
Dubabotiko, yo yulma, Dubabotiko, ibesege, Dubabotiko, yulma, Dubabotiko, ibesege,
Dubabotiko, yulma, Dubabotiko, ibesege, Dubabotiko, yulma, Dubabotiko.
Thank you, Jam. And what a powerful performance to welcome us here in this magical city of Algiers, the largest city in the Maghreb. For the last few weeks, the world has been bonding with Algeria thanks to the Total Energies Shan competition that is currently underway in the Nelson Mandela Stadium, just a few kilometers away from here. That is indeed where so many memories have been created already. In the last few weeks, we have seen some of the African stars displaying their talent here. And in just 2 months' time, April 2023, we will be back here in Algeria for a new tournament that is the platform for future African stars, all below the age of 17. Indeed, so much progress is being made and invested in African youth by the African Football Federation, from the African Schools Championships to the Under-17 and other youth competitions. Mr. CAF President Patrice Motsepe, Mr. Algerian Football Federation President Jahid Zivizaf, CAF Vice Presidents, members of the executive, and all of the African football family, welcome to the official draw ceremony of the Total Energies Under-17 AFCON. Now, since its introduction in 1995, 8 countries have won the Under-17 trophy. Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, Mali, and Gambia have all won the title twice, while Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, and Egypt have managed to add their names to the list of winners once. This year's edition will also be the qualifier for the Under-17 FIFA World Cup to be held in Peru later this year. The semi-finalists in this tournament will automatically book their spot to the international tournament. Let us now go back and relive the historical moments in 2019 where the Cameroon team has triumphed. Let's follow together.
Good chance, good save from Yaya, and good chance. 1-0 Nigeria. It is Suma Suma! That's a simple ball to square. It is on Hugo. He strikes over the bar! The records champions of the world have been knocked out by... And a fantastic save! Lionel Wamba is the player they were looking for. That's a useful shot. Oh, Sands! The goalkeeper! Here comes Eddie Mubarak! It's in! And that's it! Cameroon!
The investment by the Algerian government in improving infrastructure of football is commendable, from the venues that are now hosting the Shan competition to the tight organization of the games, much to the enjoyment of the football-loving public in Algeria. The work that has been done is indeed remarkable. One of the main benefits of hosting major events is to showcase our beautiful country and its attributes. Ladies and gentlemen, let us explore Algeria. The U17 category has been a launching platform for many great players, thanks to which several stars have emerged to become legends of football. And amongst us today are some of these legends. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming one of those stars, a name we all know, Mr. Herita Ilunga from DR Congo, who played as a defender for Les Léopards and who has also played in some of the world's biggest football leagues. And joining him on stage as well, a legend that will assist us in revealing the team's opponents and the path to the final. Please welcome Ibrahim Bekekshi, USM Algiers player, an under-17 Afghan finalist. Herita, hello.
Bonjour.
Welcome. Ibrahim, please join me on stage. Okay, Herita, you are no stranger to youth competitions. Share with us your memories with your country, DR Congo, namely in the Olympic Games in Athens. What has that done for you and for your country?
Bonjour à toutes et à tous.
Good morning, everyone.
Le souvenir que j'ai de cette période, c'est
the memory I have from the time I spent there is beautiful. It's an honor for me, for both of us, to represent our countries. It's a great honor.
Je pense que généralement, c'est la période pour un footballeur qui a eu la chance de faire carrière après.
This is the very opportunity for any football player to showcase his talent at a young age, to build and to strengthen that talent. Everything is allowed. We are free to express ourselves as players, to show our potential before we become professionals, where more restrictions are imposed.
إبراهيم أولاً نهنئ فريق اتحاد العاصمة بدورة المجموعات في بطولة الكونفدرالية الأفريقية، وإن شاء الله هذا العام نشوفوا فريق جزائري لما لا يربح المنافسة. إبراهيم، فلنتحدث قليلاً عن المواهب الشابة الكروية في الجزائر. هل ترى مستقبل واعد لمحاربي الصحراء الشباب؟
Our local players, can you say that they have a bright future? Well, I can say one thing is that Algeria has had many talented players. We have never been missing talent here in Algeria. And now that we have the infrastructure, the facilities, it will be for us the opportunity to build a brighter future for our youngsters.
Been competing and making impressions in many years in youth competitions. What do you think of the current generation in your country, Herita?
Beaucoup de choses.
Well, many things, I'd say.
Tout le monde sait que
everyone knows
RD Congo, il y a énormément de
talent. DR Congo, we have many talented players
who
unfortunately are unable to showcase their talent, but the future is ahead of us. And there are so many things that can be achieved. We will follow the Algerian example. We have been trying to build new infrastructure, new facilities for the benefit of those youngsters to showcase their talent. And I believe that with time we will achieve our targets.
منافسة شان التي تقام حاليا في الجزائر ربما سلطت الضوء على إفريقيا وعلى الجزائر خاصة. هناك أكثر من 70 بلد يتابع البطولة عبر بقاع العالم، أمر مثير جدا. كيف شاركت تأثير هذه البطولة على كرة القدم في الجزائر وربما أيضا على قطاع السياحة في الجزائر؟
The impact of Shan on Algeria and tourism in Algeria. Well, Shan as a tournament has not enjoyed so much interest from the world compared to this edition. Algerian fans have been supporting this edition, just like fans from all over the world. The successful organization of this Shan will allow us to maybe hold other bigger tournaments.
it's a tournament that is held in more than one Algerian city, and hopefully we will be able to shed more light on the Algerian tourism and its potential.
Here on stage, before we start the draw, okay? All right, thank you, Herita, thank you, Ibrahim. It's time now to find out more about the 12 teams that will compete in this tournament. They represent the 6 CAF regions. We have the northern region, host country Algeria and neighboring Morocco. We have the central region, we have Cameroon and Congo. The West A region, we have Mali and Senegal. In the West B region, Nigeria and Burkina Faso. In the southern region, South Africa and Zambia. And in the Central East region, we have South Sudan and Somalia. Let's find out more about youth competitions and the teams qualified for the Under-17 AFCON in this bid.
Hello, I'm Jack, just an African kid who loves football and dreams of being a superstar representing my nation. Let's start a new chapter of African youth football competitions. We're here at Total Energies U17 AFCON 2023 draw. It's a great opportunity to travel all over Africa and meet players of my age whose careers are about to kick off in this amazing competition. Here is the African map. Let's get to know more about Total Energies U17 AFCON 2023 teams. From the northern zone, we have Algeria, the host country where the passion for football can be felt in every corner. Morocco, the Moroccan squad, which managed to reach the 2022 FIFA World Cup semi-final, had 6 players shown in the U17 AFCON. The Western A zone. The Western A zone is represented by Senegal, a promising generation ready to play to the predictions. Mali. The Eagles won the title in 2015 and 2017, awaiting an iconic participation once again. The Western B zone. Nigeria. The Golden Eaglets have the most global U17 titles, 5-time champions. What a team! Burkina Faso. Winners in 2011. The Burkinabes want to shine again. Could 2023 be their year? From the Central Zone, we have Cameroon. The indomitable Cubs are keen to retain the title. Congo. The Congolese have an argument to make their voices heard. The Central East Zone, where we have the debutantes Somalia and South Sudan. First appearances at the big stage, backed by an ambition. And finally, the last 2 teams who represent the Southern Zone. South Africa. The Amajimbas have never won the ultimate. Is it Kenako? Zambia, ready to showcase its talent on the continental stage. The U17 AFCON is the place where many African legends and superstars kicked off their careers. Did you know that Nwankwo Kanu, John Mikel Obi, Michael Essien, Patson Daka, Victor Osimhen, and several iconic figures of African football laced their boots to stardom at the U17 AFCON? These successful stories of legends inspire every African kid to build a promising future, carve a dream to achieve goals, and shine on the global stage. Wow! It's my time to reach the stars. And I'm super excited to walk you through more African adventures in the future.
And we are also super excited to have you with us, Jack, in Algeria very soon, hopefully. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now let's get to the main event. Please help me welcome the man who will be conducting this draw, CAF Head of Competitions, Mr. Khalid Nassar. Under your applause, everybody. How are you, Khalid?
Hello, Lamia. How are you doing?
All right, now the floor is yours. Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
السيد وزير الشباب والرياضة عبد الرزاق سبجاك دكتور باتريس موتسيبي CAF President, Mr. Jahid Zibzaf CAF President, CAF Executive Committee members and CAF Executive Committee members, dear honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's time for the show you have all been waiting for. But before starting the drawing of lots, since we are celebrating today the Total Energies Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations, we would like to pay tribute to 2 of the big legends who played in this competition. The first one is the Zambian Enoch Mwepu, who played in the Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations 2015 And he won the under-20 AFCON in 2017 with the Zambian team, but unfortunately, he was forced to retire due to cardiac condition. The second legend is Wiseman Mayiwa, who played also in the two categories of under-17 and under-20 AFCONs and World Cup, but he was also forced to retire after a brutal car accident. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a standing applause for these two heroes for their contribution in our youth competitions. Okay, now it's time for the draw. So let me remind you again, the 12 teams qualified to this competition. So from UNAF, we have Algeria, the host, and Morocco. From WAFU A, we have Senegal and Mali. From WAFU B, we have Nigeria and Burkina Faso. From UNIFAC, we have Congo and Cameroon. From CECAFA, we have Somalia and South Sudan. And from COSAFA, we have South Africa and Zambia. The teams were distributed into 3 levels according to the ranking of the last edition. Well, the last edition was cancelled, as you know, because of COVID-19, 2021. So we based our ranking on the previous edition in 2019. So according to our ranking, first of all, in the regulations, the host will be automatically in Group A in position A1. And the holder of the title of the last edition in 2019, which is Cameroon, will be in position C1. The following highest ranked team, which is Nigeria, the 4th of the edition of 2019, will be in the remaining Group B in position B1. And then in the following level, out of the 9 teams, we have 2 of them who participated in the last edition, which are Senegal and Morocco, and they ended 3rd and 4th of their respective groups. And Mali, for being the champion of the previous edition of 2015 and 2017, was integrated in this level. So these 2 teams will be in pot 1 in the following level. And then all the remaining teams did not participate in the last edition of 2019, so they will be all in the level, the 3rd level in pot 2, which are Congo, Burkina Faso, Zambia, Somalia, South Africa, and South Sudan. So Erita and Ibrahim, let me explain to you now how we are going to proceed. We will start with you, Ibrahim. إبراهيم إحنا هنبدأ بيك هتسحب كورة من بوت 1 وأول كورة هتتسحب هتبقى مع الجزائر في المجموعة في A2 وبعد كده الكورة اللي وراها في B2 وبعد كده C2. So the first ball drawn will go to A2 with Algeria in the same group. The next ball will go to B2 with Nigeria in Group B, and the third ball will be in Group C with Cameroon. Group A will play in Nelson Mandela Stadium in Algiers. Group B will play in Shahid Hamlaoui Stadium in Constantine. Group C will play in 19 Mai 1956 Stadium in Annaba. Okay, now it's time to start. Ibrahim, please pick a ball from pot 1. This ball, ladies and gentlemen, will go to position A2 with Algeria.
Senegal.
Senegal will be with Algeria in position A2. هناخد الكرة الثانية. This ball, this team will play with Nigeria in Constantine. Morocco will be in Constantine, playing with Nigeria in position B2. The next one, just to confirm that it's the remaining team. Mali, 2 times champion of 2015 and 2017, will go to Group C with Cameroon in position C2. Shukran, Ibrahim. Thank you. Now, Erita, you will have to determine the remaining of the groups. You have 6 teams remaining. The first one will go to A3, second one B3, and then C3, and so on until we end up all the groups. Allons-y, Erita. In position A3, with Algeria and Senegal. Congo. This is the 3rd appearance of Congo in the Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations. They will be in position A3 with Algeria and Senegal. Now for Group B, Erita, let's determine B3. with Nigeria and Morocco in Constantine. South Africa, runner-up of the edition of 2015, will be with Nigeria and Morocco in Group B, in position B3 in Constantine. Let's move to Group C. In position C3 with Cameroon and Mali. Burkina Faso, the champions of the 2011 edition, will be in position C3 with Cameroon and Mali. Okay, now the last three teams, Rita. In Group A, with Algeria, Senegal, and Congo. In position A4, Somalia will be in Group A with Algeria, Senegal, and Congo in position A4. The next one will go to B4 with Nigeria, Morocco, and South Africa. Zambia, second appearance of Zambia in the Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations, will compete in Group B with Nigeria, Morocco, South Africa. Just to confirm, Evita, the last ball, which will go to Group C in position C4. Yes, indeed, South Sudan, first appearance of South Sudan in the Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations, and they will be in Group C in Annaba with Cameroon, Mali, Burkina Faso, and South Sudan, as mentioned. So this concludes our draw. As a reminder, this competition will take place from 29th April to 19 May. These are the compositions of the group after the drawing of lots. Group A in Algiers, Nelson Mandela Stadium, Algeria, Senegal, Congo, Somalia. Group B in Shahid Hamlawi Stadium, Constantine, Nigeria, Morocco, South Africa, Zambia. Groupe C in Annaba, 19 mai 1956 Stadium, Cameroun, Mali, Burkina Faso and South Sudan. So, Evita, on va commencer avec toi. Qu'est-ce que tu penses de la composition des groupes? Est-ce que tu vois un groupe qui est plus fort que l'autre ou bien tu trouves un match qui sera très intéressant?
Group, can you say that one group is more interesting than the other? Well, the first thing I would say is to congratulate the teams that managed to qualify to the stage. They have worked very hard. They've earned it. I'd say that Group C is a tough one, is a tricky one, especially that it has Cameroon and Mali, Burkina Faso, reference in the football field. We have a strong, solid group, which is Group A. We have seen the performance of Algeria in this regard. And we expect no less from them. We will see strong matches between those teams and Senegal that finds itself in another strong group.
Également relevé le Nigeria, le Maroc qui a fait une bonne prestation en 2019, même si
Morocco, which
ils n'ont pas réussi à faire la différence en termes de résultats.
Good performance. They did not achieve the results they wanted to achieve. We have South Africa, and I believe that with all these strong teams, we will have a successful tournament. Ibrahim, what do you think of the Group A, where Algeria is going to play? Well, it's a strong group. We have some strong teams. We will hold this tournament in Algeria, and the our target is obviously to win the cup. We hope to achieve that target, and hopefully we will have a strong start so that we can move to the final stage. Algeria is going to play against Senegal in the final match of Chan. Do you think that this will boost the morale of your players. Indeed, we have two strong teams who qualified for the final stage. They are equally strong, equally good. They play good football, but hopefully we will be the winners of this edition of Shan, and we hope to be equally good in the U17
Thank you everyone, and we would
Cup.
like to wish good luck to all the teams. Thanks.